Well, hello there, chums. Right, in this episode, I'm going to try and work out what the heck is going on with that bottom right-hand corner thing that you can see there, where it says about creatures discovered, flora documented, analysed minerals. I want them to all go green. But what we've found, me and Mr. Kettle, and we was playing earlier live, I put a link up there. Basically, if you're a multiplayer and another person is also discovering those things, you scan those things, they just don't appear in your discoveries page or something. So it goes a little bit squiffy. So yeah, anyhow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump to a system that has no water, and only has like maybe 1 or 2 planets, and I'm going to try and discover everything in that system. So let's grab my Anvil of Destiny. I've turned off all my multiplayer settings and crossplay settings, and hopefully we're going to find a system that has been undiscovered. So let's fly on up here. Now I am in the NMSA hub, so there's probably going to be quite a few planets and things in this system already that people have discovered. Here we go. I found one without water that's got what looks to be 2 planets and maybe a moon, or maybe even 3 planets, 2 big ones and 1 small one. We're going to jump there. Let's go there. So hopefully, not much to discover. Okay there, chums. Well, this is a lifeless, incompatible planet where it says that there is no flora. However, I have found 4 species of flora on this planet. Yes, I found oxygen and I found the nitrogen plants. I didn't find the little blue one, and I also found a plant in a cave. So here you go. If you could jump onto here, here you go. I found 4 of 8. Apparently there's 8. I can't find the other 4 for toffee. And I've also scanned all the minerals on this planet. I did actually find all 16. I did find all 16. I uploaded, and I've come back, and it's dropped back down to 12, which is really bizarre. So the Discovery server was on the whole time, but I did find all of them. I found every single freaking one, and it took me ages. So I have no idea what's going on there, which is pretty disappointing. And there's the flora, and for whatever reason the nitrogen plant is not showing up, and it doesn't show up on any of the planets when you scan a nitrogen plant. So that's a little bit buggy. So that's that planet done, which is pretty darn sweet. Okay, so now let's fly over to the other planet. So I have gone and discovered everything on all of these planets now, chums, and it took me a heck of a long time, but what I'm finding is there's quite a few bugs with each of these. Okay, so let's head on over to this one. You can see that I've got a beacon. I've actually found an archive on this planet as well, chums, which is pretty cool. So okay, right, so this is this planet. So if I bring up the log on this one, so it says here I found all 8 fauna, which is great, and 8 minerals and 10 flora. I'm sure I found more than that. Okay, well, let's go over to the log. Okay, so it says here 8 of 8 found, and it says here 10 of 7. Okay, so that's a bit weird math-wise, isn't it? And 11 of 5. So I found a heck of a lot more than I should have on here. It feels unbalanced somewhat. Okay, so if I go to the Discoveries page, I'll show you some of the creatures that I found here. There were some pretty cool creatures on this planet, to be fair. There was a couple of, well, there's 2 like raptory type creatures. So there's this guy. Butterfly he ain't, because it says hatches from a cocoon. I don't think he would hatch from a cocoon. You've got this little guy here that says has sharp claws. Really? He looks more like a frickin' frog. And then we've got this one here, S-Class, covered in toxic bristles. This is a Scottish Rot S-Class variety. I really like him. He's proper frickin' jazzy, isn't he? And then this one, Tiptoe Strider, because he's a gentle soul, and also, yep, he's only got tippy toes. Very cool. And we've got a B-Class Scottish Rod, a flying one here, good pollinator, lovely. And we've got this guy that says retractable eye stalks. Really? So I just put no eye stalks. And we've got versus spy, so spy versus spy. I called them spies, mainly because they've got night vision. So there you go. I got this one first, and I thought, oh, night vision, I spy. And then I got this one. And so I was like, okay, well, they've both got night vision. However, both of these fly around in the day. So that night vision is completely frickin' useless, isn't it? Brilliant. Okay, so there you go. I found all fauna on there, uploaded them, got my my discoveries. But the weird thing is the log here, chums, is just bizarre. You know, I would have thought if you've got all green there, you'd get a tick in this box here or something, you know. Anyhow, so let's go on to the 3rd planet now, chums. Let's go, let's go. I'll see you there. Well, hello there, chums. Right, so this is the last of the planets, and this is actually my favourite. I don't normally like frost crystal planets, chums, as you know, but take a look at this one, and look at its majesty. It's the terrain that I love here, chums. I mean, look at that. The mountains are freaking ace. Look how high up from the ground I am. You know, you get little patches of land like this, and in a massive canyon of mountains like this, the terrain here is just so prehistoric and so apt. I mean, this is an ancient bones planet as well, chums. Now, one of the other planets has got scrap. So there's scrap and ancient bones in the same system, which I think is great. So if you do want to come here, you can see the planetary code in the bottom left-hand corner right now. I'll make that a little bit bigger for you guys. But this is an amazing planet. It really is breathtaking. There's some amazing vistas here. However, let me go into the actual log on this one. So you can see here I've got all creatures discovered. The creatures seem to be fine. The minerals analysed, I have found 12 out of 5. Pardon, come again. And then I've got, 9 of the 12 flora. And I have stayed on this planet for a good hour or two trying to find all the flora. And now I'm coming up 3 short, and I can't for the life of me find the 3. And honestly, I've been here for ages. I really have. So yeah, I can't actually find them for whatever reason. So if I go to the Discoverers page on here, I don't think I bothered naming the creatures on this planet, chums. I think I uploaded them all as their standard, because it came up and said my Discoveries server wasn't online. I thought, well, I'll just hit upload and see what happens. And it did upload them all before I could name them. But yeah, I could have come up with some pretty funny names for them. But what I did find is, you see where it says always active? Not true. Not true. These ones only came out at night, and so did those ones. And yeah, the rest, they came out pretty much all the time. But yeah, pretty difficult. And he was a freaking git to find. So anyway, chums, I will bring up my my favourite parts of my adventure, going through each of these planets, and you can see what I was up against. But the whole idea, chums, was to try and get it so when you fly out into space, here you go, let me have a look, see? So if I fly out into space, into this system, and I bring up that log again. So if I bring up the log, bum bum bum, here you go. I was trying to do all 3 planets in this system and see if something happens over here. And I was wondering whether I turn this into the merchants, whether it was at the archive, hence why I've got a beacon at the archive, or in the station. And I'll show you some of the best bits, like I say. But thank you very much for watching, and yeah, enjoy the best bits. With you after I've finished. There is a really cool fauna on here though that's got like a hippo type head. There he is, look at him. Isn't he quite sweet? Lovely. I thought he was a triceratops, but he's not. I've got quite a lot more a lot more creatures to go, and it's this flying one that I want to try and get because it only shows in day. Well, right. Chums, you know I was saying about how crazy the terrain is. It's really crazy. I mean, look at this. This is mental. Oh my days, I can't even see the ground. Now I wish we had underwater sections like this, where it was this sort of deep. That would be freaking awesome. Hello games, if you can make super deep oceans, that'd be sweet. And if you can add massive great big fauna in there, even sweeter. One of my favourite assets in the game, as you know, the tree humping a rock is here on this frost planet. Yeah, so I do see these quite a lot on frost planets that have trees, that is. Yeah, so yeah, pretty gnarly planet so far, chums. I am enjoying it here. I mean, they're a real contrasting colour, aren't they, from the blue of the planet? Bright frickin' red. Strange in a cave, a buried mineral formation. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Alright, so it's saying that I've reached my destination, but I can't actually get to this thing, whatever it is. It's not letting me terrain manipulate it. It says glowing material, but I can't actually... Oh, I just heard a creature. Are you the underground creature that I want? You're in a frickin' cave. You got my hopes up. Damn you! That's an underground creature if I ever did see one. But how the heck do I get this... buried underground? It says destination reached, yet I can't actually obtain said object. Right, well let's try going past it then. No, I can't actually terrain manipulate any lower than that. That's unmanipulatable. So how the fudge am I supposed to get that? And it says glowing as well. Okay, I am really intrigued to what that frickin' is, chums. I've not seen that before. Oh look, you can sort of see part of it sticking out of the top there. That was... Look, there you go. What is that? What the fudge is that? Okay, I'm going to try and turn it into third person mode and see if I can get it then. Alright, so let's change mode. And let's see if we can get any closer to picking this dang thing up. Where's my cursor? It's impossible to see. I can't actually get it. It looks like it's there to interact with. You got the round circle, but it won't let me actually do anything. Interesting. Okay, well let's try using something like... Let's use the ominous beam. No, I can't shoot it either. I'm at a loss as to what that is, and that's the first time I've come across it. I'll have to look see if I can spot any others while I'm down here. But that is so weird. But yeah, this is the sort of cave that I'm on about. It's like, there's a red dot. Okay, chums, I think I've just found the cave creature. Is it through here? Oh, 46. Where's my terrain manipulator? Just in case I need to burrow through the wall to get him. Don't you disappear, you little shite. Okay, he's over here. I just came through here. It's a freaking crab. After all of that, the last creature to find is a blinking Scottish rod. Okay, right, let's just pop back into... There we are. I've got all the creatures, chums. That was a freaking nightmare, but I wonder what that glowing resource is. I want to find another one of them now. Important announcement! Yeah, so that was all of my best bits, and now we're going to reconvene with what happened after all those best bits and after I discovered everything and what I'm hoping to do with that information. So where did I take it, you wonder? Important announcement over. Heck yes. See here where it says Local Information Register, Exploration Guild, and we've got this. I'm wondering whether the Local Information Register is to do with the archives or something. But let's head on up to this guild envoy here. But there is a guild envoy down on the actual planet at the archives now, so I think that might make more sense. And maybe I need to actually find the archives and see if the envoy there does anything. But let's have a little chat to this guy. Envoy, I salute you and your wisdom. Gra, a gift from the guild interloper. Lifeform scans, blah blah blah. Excellent. Awesome. Okay. Nice. Accept gift. I take the present. And I thank the official. I got 2 Korvax freaking cubes. Right, okay. Well, it's probably not that then, is it? Fudge sake. Kaboom. Well, howdy ho, chums. I've just warped away from this system, the Tuani system, where there was only 3 planets. And it seems to have grown a planet when I've come back again. So let's go to Discoveries page. Nope, there is only 3 planets. However, the log says that there's 4. I give up. Anyway, I'm going to look for an archives on this site. So the reason I teleported away was to go to my turtle navigation base and get a load of navigational data. So here we go, exchange for maps. So yeah, I'm going to find an archives and see if that does anything. But here we go. So I've got a shed load of these now. So let's grab a load of these bases. How many can I get? Frickin' ace. I've got 20 odd, I think. 19. That do, and I've already got 1 in my pocket, so I have got 20. Awesome. I will reconvene with you guys once I've actually found myself an archive, and we'll see if that planet count goes back down to 3. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Don't go away. See you in a sec. I just did the very first scan. The very first scan. I mean, I've still got 19 left. I just used 1. And guess what I found? A colossal archive. Would you freaking Adam and Eve it? Heck yes. It looks like my luck is turning around. Let's go land on this planet and let's see if that's rejigs that log to see if it actually moves back to being 3 planets in this system, because there are only 3 planets in this system. I have no idea what's going on, chums. Well, I kind of half expected, because it's got this marker on it and stuff, that this might have something to do with it, with the same sort of marker and things. Maybe hand in everything that you've found so far into here. Local information repository. Whereas, you know, let's have a look. Let's see what it comes up with. You can only print a chart, you see. But this is called local information register, and that's local information repository. So I'm wondering whether this console is going to have more options in future, chums. You know, it just doesn't make sense right now. You know what I mean? I mean, that just gives you a chart like you can get up in the station. I honestly think that they've half implemented stuff in this update, and they're going to add more functions to these archives fairly soon. Is what I'm imagining. I mean, I could be completely barking up the wrong tree, but yeah, who knows? There you go. Well, I got given a present up on the station, and I just got given a present down here as well. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Cool. Yeah, hooray for me, hooray for me. But anyway, I think I'm just going to stick down a beacon here, because then I can have a little save point here, and other people can find it with a bit more ease. So let's put down a beacon, and yeah, I'm going to make it a red one, I think. So red one for archives, I guess. Yep, let's stick that there. Kaboom. And I'm going to save it, and I'm going to go and open the archives and read out what we get there. And then I think we're going to end off on this little adventure. So here we go, let's make a save, just in case something does go horribly wrong. And yeah, let's head on in. Let's see what we get on the old archive computer. So let's hit this up. What is that called? The Ancestral Vault. There we are. So historical archives of the not the GEG, this is a Viking, isn't it? Yeah, there we go, Viking. Viking archive, blah blah blah. That's what it always says. And then I get to choose one of these. I'm going to go for arms. Let's go for arms. Archive access granted. Frickin' ace. Decrypt archive. And here we go. So I think to open the archive, you just need to have learnt one of the 4 words that it comes up with. So for me, I've learnt all the languages. That's probably why I'm doing so well with these things. Okay, they have fought for 50 days. Given gra gas after each battle. Fed from the flesh circuits during each night. Denied all rest. Well, that makes very little sense to me. Okay, here we go. Recordings of Commander Euxis. Okay, brothers, we fight upon a lie. We take blood across the universe for no more reason than the words of the dead coward. I have such friends. Now such a family. The Sentinels are not our enemy. We just lack proper instruction. We. The Viking. Pause as a shadow falls above the pit. Hundreds of blades fall from the cargo door of passing merchants' vessels, impaling the heretic. The malfunction was deemed another miracle of Herc. Brilliant! In spite of the pilot's inebriation and the ship's status as GEC. Man, the last one I read that was Viking mentioned the GEC and how they shouldn't trust their enemies and stuff like that. Okay, fantastic. Each one of these has made me chuckle so far, chums. You know, there's some proper awesome lore to be had at these places, and maybe I should actually do an episode where I just go through and do all of these. The only thing is, I've visited 4 and I thought they were just random nonsense. So, yeah, it won't be a complete lore playlist, to be honest, chums. Anyway, you guys have been frickin' ace. I've been Captain Steve, and yeah, we haven't learnt nothing new in this episode apart from stuff doesn't work properly. And I say it doesn't work properly. Oh look, well we've got everything on this planet. You know, I've got 10 out of 4 found and 11 out of 4 found. what the frickin' fudge? Okay, and I bet you if I flew up into space, it'd probably still say 4 frickin' planets, wouldn't it? Anyway, there you go. Mind-blowing stuff. Frickin' ace. Okay, I just think this is a placeholder, and it's not fully worked in. A bit like the incinerators, you know, the flamethrower modules. Anyway, you guys have been great, and I know I've already said it once, but goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Well, thank you very much for watching this video, and if you like what you see, please hit a like or a subscribe. And yeah, or you can support my channel through Patreon. Here are all my Patreon backers. Thanking you, Patreon. And I also have YouTube membership. If you want to sign over to YouTube membership, check out my video links in my video description. I also have merch. Grab yourself a fine and dandy pair of socks, a mug or a t-shirt over my merch store. Or I also have Atlas cards that I sometimes have on my eBay store. Check out my video description. So that is the end. Thank you for watching, and please hit a join or a subscribe, or just hit one of these tiles on this screen that you see here now. Stay with Captain Steve a bit longer.